Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to keep it in the air. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Now on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Got it.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Grab near the marker. It's McIntosh. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norris. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Might be calling a hot route. Quarterback will keep it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count.
And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Braswell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Brown will throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate accurate with the football. That's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Leaves it with the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. Drills him with the stiff arm. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Sweet cut there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Catch in the middle. It's Wiles. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Power football with the run. And it'll be a touchdown.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Norris. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Got it in the middle, it's Norris. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground with the back. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative, and you're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He turns it loose to the left. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that 4th down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the 1st down. He takes the ball down the field. Great strike. Nice play. Nice 4th down conversion.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And this one is perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Peck. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He'll start this drive firing. Nowhere to go, and the ball was loose. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, stop you until the band starts playing. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Inside the 40. The 30. He's at the 20. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break out a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
To the air on first down. Now improvising. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Gonna take a shot, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He'll keep it himself. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first.
And it's blocked. Now he can return this. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. With the catch, it's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Braswell. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Smashes through the tackle. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Riles. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Bust through behind his pad. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. And you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Simmons. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Coates. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Slips one guy, now he's loose. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's taking the shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the...
He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future.
Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On the ground, it's Robinson. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Here's a heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. To the house. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Peck. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Second down coming up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Can't get him to the ground. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Give to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And it's caught for the touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Murray. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, giving 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the back. Finding open areas. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Punch it out of the air. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And that's a really good example of making the first thing first. What I mean is, you worry about milking the clock? No. How about taking care of the ball?
No doubt. In this 2-minute situation, right, with the game on the line, ball security has just got to be at a premium, and it's mistakes like that that cost you games.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Hits him with a stiff arm. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Got it! Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 21 to USF. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Caught. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. That last completion sets them up on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Completes it in the middle. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They mix up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Norris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. I'm going for it on fourth down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this fourth down and move the sticks.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch. It's Norris. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Lets it go to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
The gift to the back. Plows through the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Try to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket, and you can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Here comes the heat. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Breaks into the open. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. It's one thing to execute early in